There's
somewhere.
tiers to the industry too. You know,
I guess, yeah, for
Which
sure.
is a good thing that we're talking about this because there was some drama considering some comments around the movie release and
Yes,
stuff.
there was.
Someone else, I don't know if I want to mention
Go
their
ahead, man.
names,
Mention it. But because they pulled up over here. They pulled up.
I mean, I would consider him an acquaintance now. LV, right?
Yeah, LV, director LV.
But I think it was in bad taste that he went out of his way to compare his movie to another person in the industry's movie and say, hey, my movie was better, especially considering he had a smaller budget, because you don't see that. You don't see in actual Hollywood or in Sundance Film Festival, you don't see anyone ever comparing their movies.
Yeah.
Everyone always praises everyone else because it's not a competition. It's everyone collaborating with everyone else because eventually you are going to be working with someone else in those movies.
And
You're
art
gonna
is
be-
subjective. Art is
Yeah.
subjective.
Exactly.
Yeah, it sure is.
Go for it. Yeah.
So so the film industry really very much still is a lot of politics, and I just don't think it's a great look on his part. I think maybe he might have gotten a little boost in sales, a little notoriety, but I think overall, it's not the smart move to make when you're trying to be someone in an industry where politics is everything.
Yeah. They went ahead and cleared it up that it was an LV or Echo that made those statements that it was like executive producer of the film or shot that with oat milk. So yeah, you know, I think I criticize movies all the time. I always say sometimes I'm fucking rude as hell. So I could see that take, but like you said, it's not. I don't see that from the white folks. I don't see that from the black community, like of tearing each other's films down. I don't see that.
Nah, I mean, I don't think that ever happens in film where you really compare.
Plus, like you said, art is
my quality
subjective.
versus yours.
Art is subjective. Like Soul Plane, it could be a whack ass movie to people, but it could also be a fucking hood classic to others.
Dude, one of my favorite movies is Tropic Thunder. You literally have Robert Downey Jr. doing blackface in that movie. So there's a lot to say about that. But you never want to put down your future coworkers' movie down or anything.
And or something with Old Milk as a comedy independent film, I enjoyed it.
It was a great movie.
I had a good time watching that film. It was a fun film, and we gave it the praises and everything. And Jimmy Humilde bringing Clika as a drama music film. What's your take on it on the film itself? We watched it.
I think it was
80 minutes. It was 80 minutes. It was 80 minutes.
I think it was a good film, bro. I mean, personally, I went in there with not huge expectations, bro. You know what I mean?
Which I think that you should. You should, right?
Yeah,
you should go with no expectations.
Just by looking at the trailer, the storyline seems very similar to what we've already seen. You know what I mean? A lot of the stuff isn't new anymore. So it's like you're tweaking it a little bit. You're putting a little bit of your sazon on it. You know what I mean? So you're making it yours. And I think they did good with that by adding JB and putting his story out there. And people are like, well, we've seen this before. Yeah, but this is really his story too.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So you can't really knock out the story because he really lived it. You know what I mean? He's just basically putting it out there for people to see. Yeah, he's not the only person that's gone through a lifestyle like that. A lot of people do, you know?
What would you compare it to 8 Mile?
Would I compare it to 8 Mile?
Yeah.
I actually feel like this movie was more comparable to... I'm not going to compare it, bro, to be honest, because I think every movie stands alone. But I don't put it under Horchata with Oat Milk.
Yeah.
I would put it a little bit above still because... You know, the music that carried the film.
I love that music.
The actors, honestly, playing different roles versus it being just all comedy. That was something cool, too, you know. I mean, I think overall it was great. My rating for that movie out of a 10, I honestly, I would give it like a 6.5. You know, to me, it was a good film. It wasn't the best I've seen. I've seen, you know, I mean... better movies with different stories, but it was a good movie overall. Yeah, I enjoyed it.
Yeah, similar. I love the music aspect of it. Like you said, like David said, I didn't go into this film because Jimmy said it's not going to be nominated. It's not one of those films. Yeah. It's just a good story. So I already had that. Okay, you know, I'm gonna have an open mind to it. So it was a film. It was produced well for Sony standards. People didn't like certain things, but for me, what I thought it was fun was the music side. Because, the corrido thing I've been championing the last couple fucking 5+ years heavy. Yeah. So I was happy with that because that gave it a lot of heart to me. It gave me a lot of relatability to the story. And I just wish they would have leaned in more into the career as he's rising in the music. They focus too much on the hustling part, which, rightfully, if they want to go that route, is dope. Yeah. But for me, as a music fan of the corrido culture, of the new wave, I would have liked it to be more focused on him as rising up more and more and more and more to where he's at now. Yeah. And they kind of like rush a little bit towards through that.
Yeah.
The film was 80 minutes, so it wasn't like a long film, so you weren't like exhausted with it. It was, I think it was cut just enough to give you like a good story. Of course, you're not gonna expect top tier acting from these type of casts. JD's he's not gonna give you a lot of expressions because he's a first time actor. He's not gonna give you the best.
And knowing that also is
we know that. We know that.
Who directed it, by the way?
It was hold on. It was a white person for sure, and that's kind of like why the beef is where it's at. They're saying that
really
Michael Green, which he also
he wrote it and directed it.
Yeah, he wrote it and directed it.
Vaccine Waltz Live. One a day vitamins right there.
So a lot of the whatever going back and forth between those two films, it was like, it should have been directed by Latinos and but I'm like,
nonetheless, it's a Latino movie.
It's a Latino movie,
and
regardless.
It deserves like our support. Like I haven't seen it, to be honest. I think I've seen more negative reviews than good reviews, especially with what was said by Horchata and Old Milk. But I still want to see it just for the support of it, and I want to give it my opinion and know that I supported a Raza movie because we don't get these often. So the more we could support, fuck it, because in the long run, it might not be his best movie, but down the line, maybe 2-3 movies from now, it's gonna be one of the biggest, right?
Yeah, exactly.
You're right.
Might as well support him now when he's starting than 3 movies from now when he has one of the biggest movies, right?
Yeah.
So either way, fucking support.
Yeah,
I agree because I remember when the Hot Cheeto movie came out.
I like that movie.
That was a great movie.
That was a great movie,
and it wasn't like a crazy story or anything. It was a nice, story that lived on its own, and it just worked, man. And maybe I haven't seen the movie Clika yet, but I'm sure with a little bit more sazon, it could have been an amazing movie. But as long as it's a great story and they told it well, that's all that matters.
I thought it was dope that it wasn't the same prison, jail, gangster story. There was a hint of street shit, but it wasn't heavy, and it was more on the hustling weed game. So it was still a refreshing angle to me because like I said, whole corrido shit. It was a refreshing angle. So to hear songs that I love being played through the movie, I had a good time with it. Hearing Junior H.
Bro. I mean, fuck.
So hearing Junior H playing and while this is happening, I'm like, that's dope because I love that record. Or I love fucking this record from Eres de Patrones. Or I like this record from J.O.P. at the end. Like that was dope to me, dog. To hear those tunes in the motherfucking theater, man. That's the culture where it is now. I don't know. I had a good time. The premiere was dope. We had a lot of love. All Facts had a lot of love in the building. We signed autographs, took pictures.
No How many autographs you signed?
It's, one with some food cake came and he was waiting for me, compa Raider and Juan.
Oh, hey, sign my flag.
You signed it?
Nah.
And it was a good a lot of people that I knew. A lot of people that I knew from the industry were in the building. And a lot of love, like, oh, what up, fool? A lot of that. We had a good seat. We sat next to the Yalitza and su esencia, the chicken nugget girl.
Chicken nugget, I don't know who that is.
Some Mexican artists that got criticized because her and her brothers are part of a band. They don't like Mexican food. Whenever they go to Mexico, they're like, they don't like nothing. So they like chicken nuggets.
I think they do like it, but they just... their Spanish vocabulary is not the best, so they just
I see.
basically said that the chicken nuggets are better than tacos.
Yeah, and I
and,
think-
like they were eating in Mexico at an authentic Mexican spot, right?
Yeah,
You know,
and
so
luego
it's like-
they gave him the drinks in the plastic bag. Remember
Yeah.
that little meme went viral when she picked up the bag with the soda. You know how they
Oh,
give
yeah,
the
yeah.
soda in the
Yeah.
bag. She picked it up and she was like, "Yo!" So that little clip went viral. She got killed. She got canceled for it. Actually,
Yeah?
for a long
she
time.
went from like being like
the top.
singing for the president
Oh, no.
on runways, like big
Like
shit.
memes.
And I think she's LGBTQ.
Yeah.
So it was like she was being like put up there.
Her parents should have made her go to school in Mexico for a month. That's what they did to me. So
Look, I think the backlash of the parents towards the fans was like what made it even worse.
But then it was crazy because then there was a lot of support because people related to that because
Yeah.
they're not used to going to Mexico. They're first
Yeah.
gen like
It's
Mexican
real.
Americans. Yeah,
It's
it's real.
real.
Like they're first gen Americans, so they don't have that Mexican culture. They didn't grow up eating those tacos. They grew up eating these chicken nuggets.
Yeah.
So like they had support and they
Yeah.
had backlash, which was fucking crazy. I was like, damn.
I think their parents fucked it up. I think
Yeah.
if the
That's what they're
parents would have
saying.
never like stepped into that and dissing
show 'em.
people and almost like a classism a little bit and a little bit of colorism there because they were like, yo, how is she not gonna be proud of her heritage when she looks like she's Indian? So there was a lot of that. There was a lot of that.
Yeah.
So it got deep with her, but she's very talented. But she was right, and we were like in the same row-ish area. So
is she
that
coming
was dope.
to our cult?
Hey, we should have hit her up because you could tell she wanted to like
Interact?
She noticed that we knew who she was.
Okay.
And her being Haiti for the last fucking 2 years, I think she embraces
deserves a
anybody.
comeback.
Yeah, I think she deserves a
Bring
comeback.
her up. Let her.
So
explain
we'll bring
herself.
her up. Give her some chicken nuggets.
Fucking.
But itself, the film. Congrats to Jimmy that they're doing well. They're doing well, but
number 15 in the nation.
number 15 as an independent with limited theaters.
That's great.
I want
So,
to see it. Like I'm gonna watch it this week for sure.
And also, people are anybody could criticize the film if they don't like it or not. But as long as they watched it, and yo, if you watched it, you could have the right to criticize it.
My favorite response is go make a movie, man.
Go make a
that's
movie.
exactly-
Go
Yeah.
That's
make
exactly
a
it,
movie.
bro.
Yeah, go
It's
make
like
a
all the
movie.
people talking all their crap, well, they ain't doing nothing, bro.
Yeah.
You know, these guys are at least out there producing, making stuff. You know.
Yeah, that's true.
I'm glad that we were able to get a original Mexican American story and just
Yeah.
I'm excited for what's next. To be honest, I feel like he opened a lot of doors, and I want to see what's coming next.
I think he had like
I want to see more.
I think he had like 3
Latino.
more films to go for his deal. And at the Chinese theater, which was legendary for
was
us.
dope, fool.
That was legendary for me.
That was dope. They had an event. I forgot where exactly, what theater, but they had like they bought out, or it was like an event where Duno and Concrete
like
were like
showings?
signing
Yeah.
showings, and like the whole theater was just for them.
They were
It's
working
pretty
it.
cool. That's pretty dope.
They were
Yeah, it's
working
like,
it.
damn, I
They
wanna
were,
go.
they were working the film.
It was- it
They're
was this
making
weekend.
sure that people are go up there and support. Because and trust, when you watch it, you're not gonna walk away with like it's the worst movie. You're gonna
Yeah,
walk
no,
away
no.
like okay, it's cool. Like it's a solid film. Like it's not gonna put you to sleep. You know, at least it keeps you on beat. And my favorite scene was when JD gets taken by the cops, and that scene was dope because they have a lot of seasoned actors in that scene itself. So that and that's like the most dangerous part of the film where it feels like, oh shit, it got real. And that's the best part of it because JD next to fucking 3-4 like seasoned actors, it looked good on camera. It looked good. It looked really good. So that was my favorite scene. But
Yeah, shout out Clika, shout out
shout out
Jimmy.
Clika,
Put us
shout
on
out
your next
Jimmy.
movie.
shout out everybody, all the filmmakers. Shout out Horchata. I just feel like you said, like maybe it wasn't the right way to do it, but people that want to support both films, check them out. But I don't think we should be attacking each other. You know what
We
I mean?
uplift each other, bro. You know?
It's not even if it's not written, it's not directed. Regardless, a lot of Mexican Americans, people that are in the new wave, they won with this film. So we gotta applaud that.
Yep.
You know what I mean? So shout out to Clika, shout out to everybody. Make sure you guys check it out.